Hi all, just wanted to pop in today. I shared last week the well-dressed card that was a Sale-a-Bration stamp set. I shared that with you, and today is the last day of Sale-a-Bration, and I wanted to share the other card that our club gals got to make. Again, today's the last day. Sale-a-Bration, Stampin' Up, we call that the most wonderful time of the year. So for every $50 you spend, you can choose a Sale-a-Bration product for free. We have 2 brochures. The first round is here, and the stamp that we're using today is this Happy Birthday to You. That's the one we're going to be using. And then the second round was this one. I used a card out of here last week. And then there's also a third round now, which is actually items that are available in the catalog that you can choose if you've already chosen all these, or if there's something gone, because quite honestly, some of these things are may not be available any longer. But this is the card we're going to be making. Cute little card. We're using the happy birthday on it, but it really could have well wishes or thinking of you or anything like that. But here's the stamp set that we're going to use, and we're also going to use the sentiments out of the Peaceful Moments. Now, this is actually in our mini catalog that came out in the spring. Now, this one will continue until June 2nd. The items that are in here will be available till then. Lots of really goodies in here. But the Sale-a-Bration items, as I mentioned before, and today, last chance to get in on that. So, we're going to start with inking up our stamps. Sometimes with these bigger images, I don't know what I've got on there, I like to lay the stamps set down and then apply the ink like this. Makes it a little bit easier to get a full coverage. But we're going to take this. I've got a scrap piece of our Whisper White cardstock. And there's our image stamped. And then we're also going to take our happy birthdays. And we're going to stick that right there. And while I'm stamping, I'm going to go ahead. This is going to be for the inside of the card. And I'm going to also, out of the same stamp set, the Peaceful Moments, I'm going to put our sentiment for the inside of the card. There we go. And I wanted to mention, well, I'll talk about that in a little bit more, but I did want to mention that I'm using Memento because this is a water-based ink pad, and we're going to be coloring this image in with our Stampin' Blends. And Stampin' Blends are an alcohol-based. So whenever you're stamping something to color, you want to use the opposite of what you're using for the outline for the coloring. So if I were going to use my normal Stampin' Write markers, which are water-based, then I'd want to use an alcohol-based ink pad. So, but in this case, these are alcohol, this is water. So the benefit of that is that when you go to color these, it won't smear because they're not the same thing. I'm using the magic of television, let's say. These, I've already cut these out. This stamp set has a coordinating product that were dies. I believe these are gone, that they're no longer available. You could just as easy fussy cut that with scissors and trim that out. But a number of our stamps have coordinating products. And you can look on my website. There's a number of coordinating products that came out specifically for Sale-a-Bration and the Spring Mini that are only available for a limited time. So once they're gone, they're gone. And I do believe these are gone or they're backlogged. I'm not really sure. I honestly did not get on to look today. But I just wanted to show you how quick and easy this is to color. These markers are great, Stampin' Write markers. You have a brush side and you have more of a detailed side. Most of the time I'm using this. It's a nice clear tip on the brush. You want to kind of use it as a brush. You don't want to like bear down on it on that point to destroy it. putting on my readers so I can see here. Not showing you my face because, you know, we've been inside for so long. I don't think I have enough dry shampoo to even combat the condition of my hair right now. So I just want to show you how quick and easy this is to color. I'm honestly very barely touching the cardstock with this, but I love these Stampin' Blends because they tend to not tear up the paper like maybe a water-based marker would. And as their name, they blend really well. And you'll see that here in a little bit. So I just added some color to those. I think I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of color to these buds right there. This one, oh, that, by the way, was So Saffron, I believe. Yep, that's the light. These come in a light and dark. So, like, this is the set of, what color do I have here? The Seaside Spray, and it has a light version and a darker version. That one was the light. This is the Mint Macaron, which is also a light version. I'm just going to take it and gently color in the leaves. When I'm done with this, I'll also hold it up to give you a closer view. Of what I'm doing. And I'm a big proponent of not worrying about if you're staying in the lines. Sometimes if you don't stay in the lines, it actually makes it look a little bit more legit. I'm actually starting with the dark. The nice thing about these, when you're working with the other markers, the water-based, you typically on those you start with a light and then go dark. These, it doesn't really matter. I'm actually starting with the dark on this. I'm just kind of, this would be the areas that I would feel would be more shaded. And then here's the lighter. So I'm going to fill out the rest of those flowers. And I can, like I said, I can blend those a little bit. And as you can tell, this is very quick and easy. I'm not being perfect. Flowers aren't perfect, and I think, like I mentioned, I think sometimes watercolor images look a little better when they're not exactly perfect. So there you go. I'm going to go back in maybe with a little bit more dark just to kind of pull out some of those like areas that I would think would be like in the shadow. Or gives it a little bit more dimension. I'm going to also color these little guys in. Looks like I missed a couple leaves up here, so let's hit those. And I'm going to hit the center of these flowers with the yellow. And then the last, I've got the Smoky Slate. And I'm going to do the plate. That was kind of hard to stay within the lines there. Just to give it some color in the plate. And there you go. If I wanted to, I could even add a little bit more. If I see areas that I want shaded a little bit more. Like some, you know, in that leaf that's kind of tucked there behind the flowers. In real life would be a little bit darker, so just some little shadowing. So there you have it. Trying to figure out where the camera is. Here we go. Really quick and simple. And then the other thing I'm going to add is some Winkostella. One of my favorite. This is our clear Winkostella. And all it does, it's got a little brush applicator. It just adds a little bit of shimmer. And I'm just going to add a little shimmer to the center of those flowers. And maybe, just for fun, I'll add a little bit to these little berries and buds. And I'll try to see if I can show you that. I'm not sure how well you can see that on the camera. But there's just a little bit of shimmer. Oh, I think I saw, there we go. A little bit of shimmer there. So, okay, so we have that. I'm going to get my pieces and parts here. Put the rest of the card together. The Seaside spray is this blue. And I ran this through one of the folders, the new folders. And then I've got this So Saffron, the yellow, white cardstock, and then this smoky slate. So let's layer all these pieces and put this card together for you. All right, so I've got this, and I'm just going to use my snail. I'm going to just layer. Let's put that right in the center. I've got a piece of Whisper white cardstock that I'm going to layer right on top of that. And then this piece right here. And it's just nice if you don't have DSP. DSP could have worked there, but I just had the blue, and I thought the texture just gives it more interest. So we're going to add that right there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just take this piece, and like I said, whether it's die cut or you could just fussy cut it out, I'm going to apply some dimensionals on the back side. I'm going to put one more there. Again, I said the other day, if you just kind of take your nail and just crease it in the center, it pops up the edges of the dimensionals and makes it so much easier to place down. So here I'm just going to place this on my card, and it's going to be popped up a little bit right there. And then here's our sentiment, and then I'm also going to use a piece, oh here it is, of this the Seaside spray, a blue ribbon. This is actually a carryover from our holiday catalog. It was a favorite, and I love it. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's got that beautiful shimmer to it. And I am simply going to add this, layer it across the cake here, as so. And then our sentiment, I'm also going to add a dimensional into the back of this. A couple dimensionals, I guess, here. Take those off. And then this is just going to pop up on this cake right here. As so. Like that. And then this whole thing here, I'm just going to snail it. And here's my card. I've cut it. I call this hamburger bun style. So it folds this way. Or, sorry, this one's hot dog bun. The other way would be hamburger. This is hot dog. I'm going to place this on the top of the card. And then last but not least, we'll take our sentiment that we stamped and place that on the inside. And there you have it. Last thing, I said that, but this is actually, you've got to have some bling. We have a little bit of bling with the shimmer on there, but I've got some rhinestones. And some of the cards, I did them, I put the rhinestones right in the center of the flowers, or you could take them and just kind of scatter them out here along the edges. I'm using my snips here to just lift them up. That seems to be the easiest way for me to, I take the blade and just get right up underneath there, and it lifts them right up off the card. Because these are self-adhesive, they've got a little bit of almost like a glue dot under there. So there you go. Oops, I lost one over here. You can also use these and put them on your, side of your nose, and it looks like you've got a nose ring. So there you go. A little bit of bling, just a happy card to send out. Again, the sentiment can be, really can be anything. I'm sure there's a lot of people you can think of that could use a encouraging card right now, and you could send that out. Or if it's their birthday, a lot of people aren't able to get together for celebrations, so what a better thing than to send a card. Speaking of sending a card, you can't send a card without an envelope, and you can't have an envelope that's naked. That's what I say. So what I'm going to do is take my same image, and I'm just going to ink up the corner here. And then take it, I'm going to stamp that right in the corner there. Right here, like so. And then do the same thing with my Stampin' Blends and color them. I've already got one done that I colored earlier just to save some time, so I just colored those in. And then there's the card. So again, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm kind of new at this. I've done some videos in the past, but very few. But with the way things are going, I'm hoping to rev that up and to do more. Again, Sale-a-Bration is just today's it. Last chance to get in on the free goodies. You can go to my website. I have my regular website, the stampwithanita.com, and you can get on there and then hook into my Stampin' Up shop, which is, you can also access it here, anitahaines.stampinup.net, and then go to shop now or buy now. But this is a great time. Great time since we're all kind of stuck inside to do some crafts and stamp, and maybe send out some cards to people that that are quarantined inside. We're all kind of at a stay at home right now. So you guys just stay safe, stay home, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.